We know which line Pratley takes up the hill. Hanson, though, knows which line as well. So Pratley takes his. Thank you very much, Greg. You get off it, I'll get on it. That's exactly what he did. Went up the Kawasaki riders line on the right-hand side. And it looks as though Pratley is storming out in front of this one and is going to make it a double win here with one race to go. We shall see, but Hanson has by no means given up yet. Pratley leads then. Hanson in second place, Perry Leask still scrapping gamely in third. What a brilliant result so far for Craig Pratley.
And Pratley was on his way to a second win. Hanson, again, the runner-up. Perry Leask was third and Wayne Butt fourth. But Hanson must be getting fed up, surely, with seeing Craig Pratley race away from him in the closing stages.
That's two races running now, though, that the brakes have gone his way and not yours.
Well, we'll see. Like I say, every race is different, so we'll see how the third one goes. Hopefully we can get out in front again and try it again.
Yes, it can't go wrong 3 times running, surely.
It has done before.
But in leg 3, Greg was again out in front and about to lap a back marker. Number 18, Matthew Bates from Bracknell, was in second place, with Lance Marshall, number 37 from Rootham in Kent, third. And after a poor start, that man Pratley had carved his way through the field and up to fourth spot. If he finishes within 2 places of Hanson, Pratley wins the Ken Hall Trophy.
Hanson then still out in front, but Pratley really working at it in fourth place. And ahead of him, number 37, Lance Marshall. There's Pratley, the second of the 2 men in your picture. Marshall, number 37, under that pressure, and round the outside sweeps Craig Pratley. That was a convincing passing manoeuvre. That's put him in third place and within sight now of the trophy and within sight of Greg Hanson. But a good ride too by number 18, Matt Bates from Bracknell, Crowthorne in fact specifically, but Bracknell of course the area now where Bates is basically has based himself for many, many years, all through his schoolboy career. So a good ride by Matt Bates. But now, look at Pratley. There is the race leader still, Greg Hanson. A little bit disappointed, I would suspect, with having the first 2 victories taken from under his very nose. In fact, just wiped off his plate by Craig Pratley in the dying stages of both races. But he's established such a commanding lead in this one. To my mind, it's unlikely that Pratley can reel that in. However, Pratley, first of all, has to demolish Matt Bates, and we're looking at them now. And Bates has waved him through. Matt Bates, and a bit of politics there, and that defeats me for a moment. I can't think for a moment why Matthew Bates would have waved Craig Pratley through. They were old schoolboy adversaries for many, many years. But obviously he senses that if Pratley can get to terms, or get on terms rather, with Greg Hanson, he will get a maximum, and that would be a very prestigious win indeed. In fact, I can't remember the last time anyone went to a clean sweep of all 3 Ken Hall legs. Hanson has got the entire length of the start-finish straight, as you can see, and it's a seemingly impossible task now for Craig Pratley to reel in that deficit, but he's trying hard. The 250 Honda rider then from Finstock, and Matt Bates having a fairly torrid time, I think, bumping along in his wake. Number 18, Matt Bates, now in third still. 37, Lance Marshall, still in fourth. Marshall from Rootham in Kent, but there is the second place man, Craig Pratley, 15. There's the race leader still on the Kawasaki, Greg Hanson. And if I had to put a little wager on, I would say that Hanson might just win this one. That is an almost impossible task for Pratley. But second place will be good enough. If things stay the way they are, the overall will go to him. Bates still, number 18, still in third. Still in fourth place, number 37, Marshall. Well, a nice warm feeling for Greg Hanson. I think he feels that this one is really his now. Look at the lead he has. And he'll be looking back over the circuit as well, safe in the knowledge that there's very little Craig Pratley can do to steal this one from him. The pit crews as well will be telling him that the cushion is something like 150 yards, and there's little or no time left now. We are into the dying stages of this race as Hanson cruises round the right-hander one more time, Over the line he goes, and there goes Pratley. Pratley flicking it right again. The crowd have been thrilling to this one. What a brilliant display of solo motocross riding it is. Matt Bates on the Yamaha, a good third. He'll be thrilled with that one, and why shouldn't he be? So Matt Bates from Bracknell, but the day belongs to Craig Pratley from Finstock.
And so Hanson finally gets a deserved victory. Pratley second with Matthew Bates third and Lance Marshall fourth.
It's just nice to have a win. That's the first one I've won here.
But disappointing overall, because you've ridden hard, had a bit of bad luck.
Yeah, I was coming, obviously, to win, but I think today I got a little bit too wound up and I got a little bit tense, and that's the way I was riding today. And the last one I'd really sort of flowed a lot better, and the result proved it.
But I suppose you thought when you got to second there was no point in really pushing it any further because you were safe then.
Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't have caught Greg, I don't think. We're about the same speed today, and there's no way I was going to close that gap.
So overall, 2 firsts and a second, and winner of the Ken Hall Trophy. So it's not been bad for you, eh?
No, it's been a good day.
Confirmation of the result of the Ken Hall Trophy. It turned into a two-man duel, 2 firsts and a second for Pratley, 2 seconds and a first for Hanson. So Pratley the champion by just 1 point. Lance Marshall was third, with Perry Leask fourth. The presentation to a victorious Craig Pratley brings this meeting to a close. So from Petersfield, it's goodbye.